Alright, welcome to Math. Mr. Jorgens here. We're covering section 7.2 on multiplying polynomials today. So make sure you stay tuned and you're ready for the learning. And here we go. Alright, so for my first problem, I'm going to have something that looks like this. X plus 2 times x plus 5. And if you ever have two things in parentheses right next to each other, we know it's multiplication. So there's kind of like an invisible multiplying dot in the middle there. So I'm going to put like a little red dot there just to show you that it means like invisible multiplication. In our last section, we would have had some type of addition or subtraction sign in between the parentheses, and we would have known addition or subtraction. Now, our process for doing multiplication is we're going to do something called the box method, and there's different methods. So you may have learned a different method before, but for this class, we're going to do the box method. And this is going to require you to write some stuff down, so you're going to need some paper and a pencil with you to draw out this box. And what we're going to do is we're going to take polynomial number 1, which is x plus 2. And I'm going to put it on the sides here. And then we're going to take polynomial number 2, x plus 5, and I'm going to put it across the columns. And each term within the polynomial is going to have its own row or own column. And then we're going to go ahead and multiply into each box. So each box here, so when I look at this box, say, I'm going to multiply x by x. And when I multiply x by x, I get x squared, x times x. And then for the next one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at this box here. When I multiply that box, I'm going to take x times 5 because that's the row x and the column 5. And x times a plus 5 makes a plus 5x. And then I'm going to look at this bottom left box, which is the row of plus 2 and the column of x. And a plus 2 times x makes a plus 2x. And then I'm going to look at this bottom right box here, the green one, which is a row of 2 and a column of 5. And a plus 2 times a plus 5 is going to make a plus 10. So I took each box and I multiplied by the row and column of each box. And then for my answer, I'm going to add up all the boxes. So adding up all the boxes, I get x squared, that's the yellow, plus 5x, the red, plus 2x, the blue, plus 10. And then the only thing I'm left to do is just if I have any like terms, I need to combine those like terms. So in this case, x squared, I only have one x squared term, but I have two terms with an x in there. So I'm going to combine 5x plus 2x to make 7x. And then x squared and 10 have nothing to combine with, so I have x squared plus 7x plus 10. That's going to kind of cover my general strategy for how I do these multiplying polynomial problems. I'm going to draw a box, I'm going to multiply into the boxes, and then I'm going to add up those boxes. If there's any like terms, I'll combine them in the end. In this case, my answer is x squared plus 7x plus 10. All right, let's look at example 2. We have x plus 7 times x plus 2. Again, if you don't have anything in between those parentheses, we can see that as an invisible multiplication dot there. So I'm going to draw down my box problem, and it kind of looks like a Punnett square if you've done these in biology. So x plus 7 times x plus 2. And then I'm going to multiply into my boxes. So for my first box here, this red one, I'd have x times x, x squared. For the blue one here, I'd have x times a plus 2, so plus 2x. For the green one, I'd have x times a plus 7, so plus 7x. And then for the yellow one, I'd have a plus 7 times a plus 2, which makes a plus 14. So then when I go to add up all my boxes, I'd have x squared plus 2x plus 7x plus 14. And the only thing I have left to do then after that is to combine my like term in the middle here. And you're going to notice a lot of times on this diagonal, that's where you're going to have the like term, because the x squared and the 14 are going to combine. It's kind of on this diagonal where you're going to end up with 1x and one number, right? So when we combine that like term, 2x plus 7x, I'm going to add that together. So 2x plus 7x, what does that make? Enter your answer when you're ready. Yeah, 2x plus 7x would make plus 9x, so I have x squared plus 9x plus 14. All right, you go ahead and try one here. X plus 9 times x minus 3. You're going to draw a box down. It's going to get set up 2 by 2 x plus 9 and x minus 3. Multiply into those boxes, add up the boxes, and enter your answer when you're ready. All right, so if we fill in this box, it looks like that. X squared minus 3x plus 9x and minus 27. So if I write that down, I'm just going to have the middle term that ends up combining. So minus 3x and a plus 9x is going to combine. Negative 3 plus 9 makes a plus 6x. So x squared plus 6x minus 27 as my answer on this one. All right, so we're going to look at a couple more examples. This one, the first three problems all had just x and x. There was nothing like 2x or 5x. And so the next couple examples are going to have a number potentially in front of x, which will change the problems a little bit for us here. But hopefully this is a good start on kind of the basic cases. All right, so here's the first one we're going to take a look at that has a number in front of x. So 2x minus 3 times x plus 5. It's going to be a box problem. So again, I'm going to draw down a 2 by 2 box. And on the rows, I'm going to put 2x and minus 3. On the columns, x and plus 5. Then I'm going to go ahead and multiply into each box. In the top left box, I have 2x times x, which makes 2x squared. Top right, I have 2x times a plus 5, which makes 10x. In the bottom left, I have negative 3 times x, which makes negative 3x. And in the bottom right, negative 3 times a plus 5, which makes a minus 15. So I multiplied into my boxes here, similar to that Punnett square that you do in biology. Top left, I have 2x squared. Top right, plus 10x. Bottom left, minus 3x. Bottom right, minus 15. Again, that's kind of a messed up 3, so I'm going to fix it there. Once we're here, we have to combine that like term. So plus 10x and minus 3x, what does that combine to? So combine the like term and enter your answer when you're ready. Yeah, so that's going to combine to a plus 7x. So I have 2x squared plus 7x minus 15 as my answer on this one. All right, let's take a look at example 4, 3x minus 4 times 5x plus 7. Draw my square down. So I have 3x and minus 4, 5x and plus 7. The first thing I want you to do is we're going to end up multiplying into the boxes, but that red box there, if I were to multiply into that red box, what would I get? So enter into your answer of what you would get when you multiply into that red box. Enter your answer when you're ready. Yeah, so negative 4 times 5x is going to make a negative 20x. I'm multiplying in. Top left, 15x squared, because 3 times 5 is 15. Top right, we'd have a plus 21x. And then bottom right, negative 4 times 7 is going to make a negative 28. I'm multiplying into my boxes. Then once I multiply into my boxes, I'm going to add them up. So 15x squared plus 21x minus 20x minus 28. And I do have this like term to then combine. And 21 minus 20 is going to make just 1x, or just plus x. So 15x squared plus 1x minus 28. It's going to make my answer on this one. All right, last problem here for you to try. 6x plus 5 times 2x plus 4. So go ahead and set up your box, multiply into the boxes, and enter your answer when you're ready. All right, so that's how the box should be set up here. 6 times 2 making 12x squared, and then 6x times 4 making plus 24x. 5 times 2x making 10x, and 5 times 4 making 20. Then when I go to add up those boxes, I get 12x squared, and then plus 24x, plus 10x, plus 20. And then combining that middle term, 24x and 10x, is going to make a 34x. So I'm left with 12x squared plus 34x plus 20 as my answer on this one. So that should give you a good start on section 7.2 here. Thanks for following along today.